Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Karen's Kitchen. Got a new recipe for you. In fact, I've got recipes for the rest of this week that I've got planned out. So it's just a matter of deciding what day I want to do what. There's my daughter. Hi, sweetie. Good to see you. And Cheryl, good afternoon. Good to see everybody coming in. Let me go ahead and share this out real quick before I get started. I'm going to share it. Whoops, I need to share this out. And then I'm going to ask for you, I asked for you guys to share it out, and then I'm going to share it out as well. And then I'm going to put, I think you'll be able to see my bowl. If not, I'll have to put my thing down. But I want you to, okay, I'll put it down just a little bit so you can see what I'm doing here. I think you can see, there you go. Okay. What I have in my bowl is I opened up a can of chickpeas. I rinsed them out and drained them. You have to rinse them and drain them. I'm going to put this over just a little bit there. Rinsed them and drained them. Now it says to mash them with 1/4 of a cup of mayo, well, vegan mayo. So I have vegan mayo, so I'll just put that in here. And then, of course, everybody knows this is the measure all. Now, got me a fork here. Let me mash it with this fork. See how easy it will be mashed. I've never mashed it with the mayo in it, but they said that's what they said to do. So I'm just going to go ahead and try to mash these with the mayo in it. Gonna leave probably some of the chickpeas whole. It's gonna be hard to mash every one of them. But you can either use a fork or you can use a potato masher. I find it's easier to use a fork versus a potato masher. And with the mayo in here, it seems like it'll be a little easier because there's kind of a little liquid to kind of help it not so dry. Hi, good to see you, everybody. Welcome. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for inviting your followers. Thank you for sharing this out. This is a recipe I planned for today. And I've got, like I said, I've got another one planned for tomorrow, and I got one planned for Friday. If I do it on Friday, if I don't, I'll do it on Sunday. But I've got at least today and tomorrow and Friday or Sunday planned out. Recipes are already printed out. It's just a matter of deciding which day I want to do which. But I've got them all taken care of, and I don't have to look for something for the next few days. So, because I'm going to start looking for recipes beginning of the week, so I can, like on weekends, so I can have them for the whole week. Like Alexa, she plans her meals out each and every day. That's what I need to start doing, is planning them out and making sure that I can have enough food. And if I don't, I have to go to the store, which I did today. I had to go to the store to get a few things for this recipe that I did not have. Okay, as you can see, they're getting mashed pretty well. I'm going to leave some whole. And I'm trying to mash it the best I can. It does give my arm a workout, I'll tell you that. It really does. You can mash them however you want. If you want to use a potato masher or you'd rather use a fork, it's however it's the best for you. They aren't the easiest thing to mash, let me tell you. They're kind of on the big side, but as you can see, it's doing pretty well. I'm not going to probably mash it any better than what it is right now. I'm kind of leave them a little whole a little bit. Okay. Now it says to combine the chickpeas and mash. Okay. Then you got to add the, let's see, 1/3 cup of walnut pieces. Let's stir it. Okay, I got walnuts. Now it's 1/3 cup of walnuts. I bought some walnuts. These are chopped walnuts. And what I'm going and what I've done with these is I put them in the freezer. I'll clean this off a little bit better. Put them in the freezer because they have a tendency to get real. They'll get rancid, or you'll have moths or bugs that like to get into anything you might have sitting around. Let me rinse this off and I can use it again. So it's best just to keep it in the refrigerator or freezer. Welcome to Periscope for the very first time. Those that are just coming on, thank you very much. I do appreciate this. Now it says a third cup of walnuts. Okay. And these are already chopped. And I'll stir these in. Get my spoon here and I'll stir these in. Now I'm going to do parsley. I've already measured the parsley out, and this is fresh parsley I just bought today. So I'm going to put the rest of it in here, and I'll stir them in here. Cranberries. Now that tells me, let's see, I'm going to put this back. Gotta look at my cranberries. And these are dried cranberries. I bought these at Walmart. 1/3 cup of dried cranberries. All right. Use my measure all. Do 1/3 cup. My dog's down here waiting for me to drop something. She's waiting for me, looking up at me like you're going to give me something. Nope, you can't have anything. Go outside. Okay. And then, let's see. And then lemon peel. Now, it calls for grated lemon peel, a teaspoon. What I've done here is I've got a little condiment bowl. And this is a zester from Pampered Chef. It does have a guard that goes on it. You can keep this guard on at all times because this is very sharp. But this is a Pampered, as you can see, it says Pampered Chef on it. This zester, I'm not sure exactly what I paid for it. If Alexis comes in, she can let you know. But it's a nice zester. And I thought, well, I might use it for lemon. And I'm going to put this over here so you can watch me do this. Zest this lemon. Oh, she is in here? Well, Alexis, if you're in here, good to see you. I didn't know if she was in here or not. I didn't see. I'm not paying attention to who's coming on. So if you're in here, Alexis, I'm using the Pampered Chef zester. This is the first I have ever used this zester. I've never used it before for the simple fact that I've never had any. Oh, it's 17. Oh, thank you, Alexis. Thank you. That's what I have is the microplane. This is very good. I like this. This is the first I've used this. And I've always been wanting a zester, and I finally bought it from Pampered Chef. And I'm just going to use this little condiment thing here and just zest some so I can measure it out because I don't want to get too much. It only takes a teaspoon. But you see, it's just real easy to take. See what it does? It strips the peeling off. And I've never really had anything with lemon peel or lime peel for that matter. So this is kind of cool, actually. Let me see how much I've got here now. May not have enough, or maybe getting close. I'll just take my fingers. Fingers are clean anyway. It's pretty close. Maybe just a tad bit more. See, it's just not quite enough yet. I'm gonna do a little bit more. But okay, since Alexis is in here, and if you're new to my Periscope, you're new to Periscope altogether, Alexis is a Pampered Chef consultant. And that is her sideline business. She's also got a job that she does every day, and she goes to work Monday through Friday. If you're not following her on Facebook, she has a Facebook page for Pampered Chef. Feel free to go in there and follow her. If you would like to be a consultant, or if you would like to host a party, or you'd like to even buy something, just contact her on her Pampered Chef website, and she will get you started. That's I do that for her to help her out, because she's out to try to make money too on Pampered Chef. There, that's about good enough right there. Whoops. You see, I didn't have that thing on there tight enough. These things, I love these things. They can come off so easy. There we go. All right, now let's see. And a tablespoon of lemon juice. Well, since I've got the lemon juice, or this lemon here, I'm going to go ahead and cut it. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to get a tablespoon out of it when I squeeze it or not. We'll find out. This is actually for orange, but it works just as well for lemon. Oops. Sorry about that. This gives you a workout too. And if I don't have enough lemon juice and from this lemon, then I'll just add, I've got a bottle of lemon juice and I'll just add that to it. Let's say a tablespoon. Yeah, tablespoon. Welcome to everybody coming in. Thank you. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it very much. You sharing this out and you being here for me. And Alexis appreciates it too very much. I'm going to do this half as well, and we'll see how much I get. Really gives your arm a workout, I'll tell you. You can see that. It really gives the arms a workout. Well, there's probably more than a tablespoon here. There sure is. There's more than a tablespoon, so I'll just put that in a container and save it for next time. Okay, so that was a pretty good sized lemon. I just got that lemon today too. And a quarter, well, I don't put cayenne pepper in there, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stir this all together. And as you can see, this is going to be pretty good. Oh, hi, Tammy. I didn't see you come in. I'm sorry if I didn't see you come in. I've been busy. I'm like Alexis. You start getting busy doing something and you don't pay attention to the comments coming up on your screen. So, get my bread out. I think I bought some chives and opened it up for today thinking I'd eat it. And this recipe, it must be one of the other recipes that I needed it for. I got 2 more recipes that I got planned out that I need one of them I need the chives for. So, yeah, I'm going to make one here right now. I'll probably put this on here and I'll put it on with tomato maybe so you can see what it looks like. This is a little bit different because I've never had anything with dried cranberries and chickpeas together. You know, that's really something. Chickpeas are so versatile. You can do almost anything with chickpeas. I've been looking for recipes for something with just, you know, just doing a search for recipes with chickpeas. Wow, you know, there's a lot out there. I've just been looking and looking and looking, and there's a lot out there. You just any amount, any recipe that you want for chickpeas. I know a lot of people may not like them, but they're very versatile. You can use them for just about anything anymore. And you know, this isn't going to probably make too many sandwiches, but that's fine for me. I don't need it. And then I'm going to put a little tomato or something on top. Now, I didn't break these up too much, but always wash your vegetables. You learn that Watching Alexis, I realized I gotta start washing my vegetables. You can't leave them without washing them. And I'm just gonna use my Pampered Chef knife real quick instead of that quick slice to get it out, because this does a real good job of cutting them up. There. Now, what do you think of that? It's a pretty good sandwich there. It's very simple to make. It's got everything in it that's good for you and nothing that's not. I really think it's very good. I'll put it where you can see it. Oh, you can see it there. That's yeah, like that. I have to figure out, get it towards the camera. But you don't have to take the chickpeas and make them up and flatten them completely, you know. Wash my hands. Oops. I'm getting a lot of wind. I think we're gonna get some rain today, but oh, thank you so much. I do appreciate that. I try to do my best. I'm not as good as Alexis because she's been doing it a lot longer than I have, but she has given me so many tips. Just from watching her, I've learned a lot. And she uses Pampered Chef tools all the time. You go into her Periscopes and that's what she does. She teaches you how to use Pampered Chef tools at home. So if you're not, like I said, if you do not have any Pampered Chef, or you'd like to have some Pampered Chef, just contact Alexis Can Do. She's in here. Go on her Facebook page, or you can either do it through here. She's following me, so just go, excuse me, just go in her profile and click the link that's in there. It'll take you to her virtual catalog. If you want to be a consultant, contact her on that. If you want to host a party, just contact her and let her know. She will get you started. That's how I got started. Yeah, she's still at her day job. Yeah, I figured you were still there. Yeah, links are in Alexis's profile. Yeah, she's still on her day job. She has a job from 8 to 5 every day, 8:30 to 5 or whatever. But the Pampered Chef is her side business. So, oh, you need to leave to go to the post office? Oh, I certainly understand that, Alexis, and I thank you for coming on for a little bit you were in here. I want to show this again. Doesn't this look good? This is going to be very appetizing. I want to take a picture of that for Facebook because it's really appetizing. I mean, it's something that we can all make and we can eat. If you love chickpeas, garbanzo beans, this should be simple to make. This is a little bit different than the tuna that I had made before, the chickpea tuna. This is much different because it's got dried cranberries. Yeah, I could cut it in half. You're right. Probably would be a lot easier to cut it in half. You're right. Take a picture of it for Facebook. I should cut it in half. You're right. Thank you for that. I didn't think about that, but yep, you helped me right on that. Thank you. There. Now how do you... Okay. There. Now you can see what the inside of it looks like. And the chickpeas want to keep falling out, but there's what it looks like. Very good. Yes. And you know the lemon zest and everything really sets it off. Really sets it off good. The chickpeas are going to fall out. But I'll just put them in this, what's left here. But this bread here is called Naked Bread. It's made here locally. It doesn't have any high fructose corn syrup or anything in it. It's got all good things in it. And this is the only bread that I buy now. And they're, as you can see, they're very thick slices. It's very good for toast. It's very good for grilled cheese. Anything that you use it for, it's very good bread. I even got a free shirt to wear. You're welcome. I even got a free shirt that I can wear. But I don't wear it on here because I don't. I might people might get concerned because I'm wearing a shirt that says naked on it. So I don't wear the shirt. But I might just wear it around the house and they're just covered up with an apron or something when I come in here. But it says naked on it, and I don't want people to think that that's what I'm doing. But that means that it's a shirt that goes along with the bread. But if you want to see this again, doesn't that look good? Look. Oh, you haven't seen that bread? I don't know exactly I think it's just made here in Oregon, here in Eugene. It's made locally. That's probably why. It's made here locally. Fun, yeah. Oh, thanks, Tammy. Yeah, I know. Laura tells me that all the time that I'm funny. She tells me that all the time. But as you can see, you've got a lot to it. I just added the tomato and that to it to make it look real good. It's gonna fall apart a little bit, but I'll see to it that I put everything back in. But this is a simple recipe to make. I'm gonna make me another one because I've got some left. And it just takes a few ingredients, and those that just came on, if you want to know what I put in here, I used a 15-ounce can of organic chickpeas. I rinsed and drained them, or drained and rinsed. A third cup of vegan mayonnaise, and I've got just mayo. When you were 7-ish. A third cup of walnut pieces, a fourth cup of chopped fresh parsley, which was packed, a third cup of dried cranberries, a tablespoon of lemon peel grated, and a teaspoon of lemon peel grated, a tablespoon of lemon juice, and a quarter, well, and I don't use the cayenne pepper, but that's basically what it has in it. That lemon peel and the lemon itself, give it that zing. Hold it to the screen. I sure will. There you go. Doesn't that look good? Look at that. And you could take a picture of it. You know, you got your green in there. Yes, it's no vegan mayo. It's got vegan mayo in it. I mixed it with the chickpeas to mash them. Okay. I'm going to post this up on my Facebook page so you'll be sure and have it. But as like I said, it's a can of chickpeas, drained and rinsed, a 15-ounce can, and the cans I get are organic. Third cup of vegan mayonnaise, any kind of mayonnaise like Just Mayo or whatever. They have it at Walmart, and I bought it there. You want to hold it up for a screenshot? Okay, you want to take a screenshot? Okay, there you go. My daughter, she's being funny today. But there it is. Hold it up. I'm holding it up for a screenshot. And take a screenshot of it. It looks so good, doesn't it? Oh, the recipe? Okay. All right. If you want to take a screenshot of it, then you can go ahead and take a screenshot of it. If you can get it, I can get it all in there. What you can. Oh, for the people that are... Okay, sweetie. The people that are asking, yeah, but I'm going to post it up on my Facebook page as well. And if you take your screenshot, I'll take it down now. But I post it up on my Facebook as well, and I post the recipe up there for people that want to follow me on Facebook. I have a Facebook page, Karen's Vegan Heaven, that I post my recipes into. Erlene also posts them in there. Now, they might not be on my Facebook. I understand that. I'm getting more and more people all the time. But those that are in here, they're on my Facebook page. I will post it up there. I posted my muffins that I made yesterday. It does, doesn't it? It really does. And, and using the lemon zest and also doing the lemon juice, that gives a lot of zing. If you don't like a lot of lemon juice, then you can just leave it out. But I thought, well, I'm going to put it in there because I don't mind the lemon juice. Of course, once you start stirring it around, it's not that bad anyway, But it really looks good. I mean, look, with the tomato and everything in there, it gives it the color and everything. And I'm like I said, I'm glad that I found this recipe because I've been looking for recipes like this. Simple things to make, don't take very long. It does, doesn't it? It doesn't take long to make them, and I didn't want to spend a lot of time in the kitchen. I have other things to do too, but I wanted to come on here and at least do something to let you see that you can make your own food. I mean, Alexis does it every day. When you make it yourself, you know what's in it. It's healthy. It's something that you know that is going to be good for you, and you don't have to worry about what you put in it. You don't have to wonder, well, what is in there? The things you buy in the store. Everything you buy in the store, you must check the ingredients on it because it's got a long list of ingredients, that the chemicals in there are not good for your system, and yet people don't really read the ingredient list. They just put it in their cart. And I used to do the same thing. Never read the ingredients because I've had it for years and years and years, and I didn't think I had to. But boy, you got to start doing it now, because they're putting a lot of stuff, a lot more chemicals in the products now. So you have to pretty much know what's in there. And when you make it yourself, you don't have to guess, because you've got the recipe there, and it says, oh yeah, this is what I put in it. You're not putting a lot of harsh chemicals in it to do your body harm, because that's why everybody's so sick, because they're putting chemicals into their bodies, and you shouldn't be doing that. Keep those chemicals out. And like I said, the manufacturers don't really care. They make pretty packaging so that they can sell it. They figure, well, the packaging looks pretty. People are going to buy it because of the packaging. And they do. They don't look at the ingredients on the package. They love the packaging. And I've noticed that lately. A lot of the stuff that I've been buying, the packaging has changed. It's a lot different now. It's a fancier packaging, real colorful. And I thought, I know what they're doing that for. They're trying to entice you to buy it, because they figure if the packaging is pretty, you're going to buy it. You're not going to pay attention to what's inside, and you're going to go ahead and buy it anyway. And unfortunately, people do. But you got to be resilient enough to look at your ingredient list. Take a little extra time. It's going to take you a little longer to do your shopping, but at least you know what you're dealing with. I've had to start doing that because there's so many things out there that are harmful. It's amazing how harmful they are. Welcome back, Tammy. It's amazing how harmful they are to you. And like I said, the manufacturers, they don't care. They just want you to spend money. That's what they're doing it for. They're trying to get you to spend money. And unfortunately, people are doing it every day. Spending money, not paying attention to what they're putting in their bodies. And then they're getting sick. Like I said, it may taste good going down, but what does it do afterwards, after it gets there? It can be very harmful to you. So you got to be really careful what you put in your body. There's a lot more chemicals out there than you realize. So watching Alexis, you learn a lot from her, and other scopers that cook. You learn a lot from them too, because we all are trying to be healthier. We're trying to make things that are easy for other people to make, and we know exactly what we put in the foods. Plan ahead and buy what you need and keep things on hand. And that's what I've done. I bought for the rest of the week, so I have stuff on hand. So when I make the rest of the recipes, I've got the ingredients here. I don't have to run down the road, which Walmart's not more than a mile away from me anyway. Not even that. But, so I don't have to go there all the time to buy what I need. Just get what I need. As Alexa says, the big W. She doesn't like to mention the name because a lot of people don't care for Walmart. But anyway, that's the closest to me, so that's what I go and do. And what I did today is I went and bought what I needed. I bought me some extra tomatoes, and I needed the parsley, and I needed the lemon for the lemon zest. So I wanted to do that, And like I said, this zester is from Pampered Chef. And be sure when you're not using it to keep the guard on it. There's a guard that comes with it. Keep this guard on it so you do not get cut up. And I really love this thing. It's really a nice tool. It does a good job of doing the lemon zest. Hi, Barnes. Good to see you. How you doing? Oh, it keeps going in and out. I thought it did, Tammy. I know you've been having problems. I understand. Just do the best you can. How are you doing, Barnes? Are you feeling any better? I know you've been in the hospital. I hope you're doing okay. Been worried about you. We've been talking about you on Alexa's Scope, and I've been worrying about you too. I hope you're doing a lot better. Good to see you in here. Miss Bop and Miss D, I don't know why they're not scoping much, but hi, Barnes. Good to see you. And I hope that you're getting the feeling better. You get to go home any day pretty soon, Barnes? How long are you going to be in the hospital yet? Good. How much longer you have to be in the hospital? You get to come home pretty soon? Because I know hospitals are no fun. Not at all. If I can avoid the hospital, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to avoid them. Oh, good. I hope so, too, because there's just no fun. But we've been talking about you on Alexa's Scope and wondering about you, and I'm glad that you're feeling better. I'm glad to see you in here because I have been thinking about you every day, wondering where you're at and if you're going to be able to come in, and I think it's wonderful that you can take the time to come. Oh, I bet so. I can understand that, Barnes. Hospital beds are no fun. The food is no good most of the time. You want to get home and get into your own bed, eat your own food. You don't want to eat that hospital food, and I can understand that. But also, you need to be there for what's happened to you so you can get better. So I understand that too, and it's not an easy thing to have to deal with that every day, And Alexis was talking this morning about there's several periscopers that they've lost loved ones or some such other thing as that, and it's sad when you hear about these periscopers that have passed away. I didn't know the ones that they are talking about. I never followed them or anything like that. Like the Brian, they talked about him the other week. I never followed him, but I heard about him. Yes, it is. It's the best thing to do. I know we as human beings, we don't like to think that, being in the hospital is the best thing for us. But sometimes to get better and to get back on your feet again, you have to be there. And as long as you can get on your feet and you can get out and you can get around and and so you can get back to your own bed again, your own house, that's the best thing for you. So I'm glad you're in here. No, I've never heard of him. I'm sorry to say I've never heard of him at all. There are probably so many good ones on Periscope that I have not heard of that person. I'll have to check that person out. I'll watch my replay and check that person out. Like I said, there have been some Periscopers in here that have lost their spouses or what have you, and you feel bad, when they lose their spouse, especially at this time of year, especially in holiday time. Yes, and the only way you can be back to yourself, Barnes, is you have to do what the doctors say. I know that's the hard thing to do sometimes, but that's the only thing. It's preventative medicine, basically, is what it is. You need to get back to yourself, and that's the only way you're going to do it. You have to stay in there until you are back to yourself again. And I'm glad to see that you're on here. We've been missing you. We've been missing you on Alexa's Scope. No, I don't come in there live, but I do go in the replay, and I see that you weren't in there, and she talks about you. So we're good to see you on here. As you can see, Alexis is in here now, but I'm glad you're doing better. No, it's not. This is a bread called Naked Bread, and it's made here locally. It doesn't have any high fructose corn syrup. As you can see, the bread is very, very thick. It's very good bread for like grilled cheese sandwiches. I use it for toast. This is honey wheat. I don't buy white bread. I just buy wheat bread. This is very good bread. It's 2.25 ounces. It's 1 pound. Yeah, 1 pound, 9.5 ounce loaf. And it's very good bread. That's the only bread I buy now. It is. The bread is and you know what I like about the bread? Because there are so many breads out there that are really hard. Like I used to buy cracked wheat. That stuff gets hard as a rock over time. This bread, no matter how long you have it, it stays soft. It never goes hard. And that's why I buy it, because it's a very, very soft bread. I use it for grilled cheese sandwiches. When I use the vegan cheese when I make grilled cheese sandwiches, and it is absolutely delicious. It really is. So, like I said, I think it's made here locally, so nobody else can get it. But anyway, it's a real good bread. You just came in, Barnes, so I wanted to show you my sandwiches. You can see the cranberries in here. I put tomato, a couple slices of tomato on top. Hi, good to see you. Welcome. Put a little couple slices of tomato on it, and I'll tell you what it has in it, Barnes. It has. I use vegan cheese called Daya. They have American cheese slices and cheddar cheese slices. And I also use a chow cheese. It's Greek cheese. They've got that at Walmart. The chow cheese they have at Walmart. I think there's 10 slices in a package for $5.98. Now, that's very spendy, but it is very good cheese. That makes the best grilled cheese sandwiches because it melts really quickly. But that's what I use, all vegan cheese. And I also got vegan cheese shreds as well, because I like to put shredded cheese on my tacos. And yes, this is a These are dried cranberries. This is what I have, is dried cranberries. But I actually think it's a good combination. It was a vegan cranberry chickpea salad. I've got a can of chickpeas that I drained and rinsed. A third cup of vegan mayo, like Just Mayo, Veganaise. I used what I had of Veganaise, then I added Just Mayo to it to finish it out because I needed a third of a cup and I didn't have enough. And it takes a third of a cup of walnuts. And I've got these here. They're already chopped. And I keep these in my freezer to keep them from going rancid. And then let's see, a third cup of the dried cranberries. You got a third cup of chopped fresh parsley, and a tablespoon of lemon peel grated, which I use this lemon zest. I use that this is from Pampered Chef that I use to zest the peeling. And then a tablespoon of lemon juice. What I did is I decided to take the lemon, since I used the zest off of it, and to cut it in half, and to make, hi Alexis, good to see you, welcome. And to make the lemon juice. It's only called for a tablespoon. As you can see, it made quite a bit of lemon juice. There's still some left that I'm going to save for another time. Hi, good to see you. Oh, I'm doing fine, Alexis. I'm doing fine. If you want to see what my sandwich looks like, this is what it looks like. It's really decadent. I don't want to bite into it yet because I want to post it up on Facebook. But this is what it looks like. It's got dried cranberries in it. It's got chickpeas in it. It's got parsley. It's got your lemon juice. It's got lemon zest. Let's see what else it's got in it. It's got walnuts in it. It's got chopped walnuts in it as well. I think one thing I did forget to do is chop the parsley up, but I think it's going to be okay anyway. I just now noticed I didn't chop it up. I just measured it out and forgot to chop it. Yeah, that's okay. It's for me anyway, so it's not a big deal. But anyway, welcome to Periscope for the very first time. But it's a very simple sandwich to make. Oh, you're so welcome. I didn't want to take a lot of time in the kitchen today. I've got other things I have to do. I'm trying to put a rolling cart together so I can get a little more organized in my kitchen. So I want to put that together. But I want to come in here and do something simple to start off with. As you can see this is the cranberry, and I put a tomato on top, and you can see the chickpeas. It's got mayo in it, vegan mayo, and it is absolutely very decadent. I don't know what the taste of it is because I'm going to post it up on Facebook. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get on my fork here. I'll just take a little bit of what's in the well, I want to post it up on Facebook, but I will take a bite out of my bowl. I can tell you what it tastes like out of my bowl. Yeah, they're going at it. They're chasing, they're barking at squirrels. This was really good. And the lemon juice puts it over the top. It gives it that zing. If you like a lot of zing. Now you can leave the lemon juice out, I suppose. It's also I zested the peeling for a teaspoon. You can leave it out, but I think it gives it real good flavor. And it looks really good. It really does. What are they fussing about? They see a squirrel outside. They're chasing it. Not lately, I haven't. They don't come on very often anymore. I don't know. Jorg is having a hard time trying to get broadcasters in there, but they come on once in a great while. It's been for a few weeks now since he was on. No chicken in it. No. This is chickpeas, garbanzo beans. I'm a vegan. I don't eat chicken. Oh, hi boys. Love ya. Grandma says hi. I'm a vegan, so I don't use chicken. I don't use hamburger or anything like that. So, but the chickpeas are so versatile. There are so many recipes that call for chickpeas, so I'm trying to find recipes that take chickpeas because they're not expensive at all. I try to keep them on hand. I have one more can of chickpeas on here at home, and then I'll have to buy some more again because I had a whole bunch stocked up and I've been using them, so I'll have to buy buy some more. But they're so versatile. You can make so many things with chickpeas. I had made a vegan tuna a while back that called for chickpeas. And I periscoped it. So you'll have to go back and see if you can find that one. This is even a little bit better because it's got cranberries in it. It's got walnuts in it. It's got different flavors in it. And that's what I like about it. But it's really good. I like it. It gives it that zing, you know, gives it that zest that you really need. And what I did is I just took and put a couple slices of tomato on it to give it a little extra color, as you can see. And you can take a screenshot of it if you want to. And I got a little extra color into it. I didn't mash the chickpeas completely. Well, I left a little bit of them whole. It's hard to get them mashed completely anyway. But I thought that would be okay just the way it is. Because it's a real good sandwich. I haven't had my lunch yet. This has been my lunch. I'll eat this and I'll make me another one. And I'll refrigerate the rest of this that I haven't used. So I can have sandwiches whenever I need them. But this is a simple recipe. Like I said, I'm going to post it up on Facebook. That's why I'm not biting into the sandwich, because I want to post it up on Facebook to give you the recipe. Oh, good, good. Yes, dried cranberries and walnuts are really good. I keep walnuts on hand because I've got walnuts and I've got pecans in my freezer. I like to keep them on hand because I never know if I'm going to need them in a recipe. And I try to buy them chopped if at all possible, because they're better for you that way. I know it does look like chicken salad, doesn't it, Barnes? That's why I made it, because I figured people would wonder if it's actual chicken. No, it's not. It's chickpeas. I mean, if you've never had chickpeas before, they're very versatile. You can make so many things with them, and it looked like it's actually chicken. The tuna that I made, it actually tasted like tuna, because I put different flavors in it. I think I put garlic powder and stuff in it. I don't have the recipe in front of me right now to know exactly, but I did use a can of chickpeas and added things to it to make the recipe. And it turned out really, really good. You know, it's fun every day to go look for recipes. I'll sit there when my daughter's talking to me, and I will look for recipes while I'm talking to her, because I go on Pinterest a lot, and this is where I found this recipe, was on Pinterest. I love going on there because there's just a myriad of vegan recipes. You know, you can just, and there's Yumly, there's Chowhound, and there's also allrecipes.com has recipes, and 3ABN, our Seventh-day Adventist website, go in there as well. Yeah, I do too. Pinterest has so many things on it. My daughter goes in there for Pinterest, but we've used Pinterest for things like knitting and crocheting to get patterns off of. If we want a new pattern for knitting or crocheting something, you can get that as well. But right now I'm doing it for recipes. I mean, there is just a slew of them. You'll never run out of recipes. There's always new and posted all the time. It's a great website. It's a great media to have. You found a I think I saw one. I've got a vegan sloppy joe recipe I'm going to do maybe tomorrow that calls for lentils. I'm going to do a vegan sloppy joes tomorrow that calls for green lentils, and I couldn't find green lentils, so you have to use the brown. But I've had to buy some things for that today. But it's going to be really good to make this, and I got to cook the lentils ahead of time, you know. So, but this will be simple like that, and I'm also going to make a vegan ranch dressing made from cashews. I got those two recipes for this week that I want to make. I found those all on Pinterest, and I'm going to make those. So it's just knowing exactly which one I'm going to make first. But those are the recipes I was trying to find today, so I could plan ahead and get everything I needed. So I went and bought everything today I needed for both of those recipes, as well as this one, so I can get them and make them. And I won't have to worry about it until next week again. And then next week I'll do planning all over again. Because Alexis, she plans every day for the week, or she plans for the week what she's going to make. And I need to start doing that, because I never know from one day to the next. You know, if I find something, okay. If I don't, okay too. But I should start planning ahead, and have all the ingredients on hand, so I don't have to run to the store, so I can get on here early enough and start making it. That's why I want to start being earlier, because Leslie's not coming on anymore, and I wanted to be able to, well, it's still later than what Leslie would be on now anyway, but I want to come on a little earlier than 2 o'clock my time, and come in here and show you what I can make, what recipes I found, make them for you, and then show you that you can do it too. Simple enough. The recipes are not hard to make. I don't like complicated recipes. Alexis and I are pretty much the same. We both feel the simpler the better, you know. And as I have said before, and Alexis can attest to this, they are not set in stone. So therefore, you should tweak them. If there's something in there that you don't like, that you don't want to put it like this, it calls for cayenne pepper. I don't like cayenne pepper. It's too hot, so I won't put that in there. It's optional anyway. So I tweak the recipe to suit my liking, because the recipes that call for apple cider vinegar, I will put lemon juice in instead. So just feel free to tweak the recipes any way you want, because they're not set in stone. You make them your own that way. You add your own little touches to it, like I have, and makes it your own, and then you can claim it that you have made it your own. That's why I do that. I tweak a lot of the recipes I've done. You know, sometimes when I make a recipe for the very first time, I will make it exactly as written, because I've never made it before, and I'm not really sure how it's going to come out, so I'll make it just the way it's written. And once I have made it, if there needs to be a little tweaking done afterwards, then I'll tweak it the next time I go to make it, because then I'll realize, well, maybe I should have added this or left this out or something to that effect. Oh, you made it to the post office. Good, Alexis. But that's what I do, is I like to take and tweak the recipe to my liking. Add things that I want and take out things that I don't. If there's something that I don't eat, I won't put it in there. That's what you have to do. Take them and make them. I think my daughter's done the same thing. Take your recipes and tweak them, you know, and make them the way you want, so that you can, because everybody's taste is different. We all have to adjust the recipes accordingly. So, and they're going to, everybody, like I said, everybody's taste buds are different. We don't all like the same things. So something I like, you may not like, and something you like, I may not like. That's fine. We just adjust the recipes accordingly to our taste. Now the thing that Alexis made the other day that looked like pizza, I haven't made that yet because I have to get some vegan mozzarella, but I'm tempted to make that. I think Erlena's already made it, and it looks just like a pizza. It was supposed to have been a cheesy bread, but it looked like a pizza because she made it on a flat baking pan. I mean, I looked at that and I thought, oh, my mouth was watering. It looks so good, and I intend to try to make that. I used to eat chicken. I do not eat chicken anymore. This is chickpeas. These are chickpeas. These are garbanzo beans. This is all vegan. There's no meat in here. There's no meat in it whatsoever. If you want the recipe, I'm going to post it up on Facebook, but I will tell you right now what the ingredients are. I took a can of chickpeas and I drained them off and rinsed them real good. Then I put them in a bowl with a third cup of vegan mayo and mashed them the best I could. A vegan mayo is like Just Mayo or whatever you have that's vegan. You know, some people that are not vegan are going to use regular mayo like Miracle Whip, whatever. That's totally up to you. And a third cup of walnut pieces. Though these walnut pieces are already chopped, so I just measured them out. A third cup. And a fourth cup of chopped parsley. I forgot to, fresh parsley, so I forgot to chop the parsley. I just put it in here, measured it out, forgot to chop it, but I think that'll be okay anyway. A third cup of dried cranberries, which is these are what I bought at Walmart. A third cup of dried cranberries. Oh, yes, avocado, absolutely. A tablespoon of lemon peel, or a teaspoon of lemon peel. Now, here's the zester that I use from Pampered Chef to zest the lemon peel. And then I took the lemon and cut it in half, and I decided I'm going to, since it needed a tablespoon of lemon juice, or I decided I'm going to juice the lemon. Well, I got more than a tablespoon out of it because it's a pretty good sized lemon, so I'm going to save that, put that in a container and save it for another time. And then it calls for cayenne pepper, a quarter teaspoon, but I don't use cayenne pepper. So it's very simple to make. I'll post the recipe up on my Facebook page. Hey, you want a sandwich? I know this is begging for me to eat it. I haven't had my lunch yet, and I intend to. Oh, thank you for taking care of that. I haven't had my lunch yet, so I want to eat this in a little bit. But I wanted to come in here first and show you how to make it. I'll post it up on my vegan Facebook page. And those that haven't joined my Facebook page, feel free to join it. You don't have to be vegan to join the page, to join the Facebook page. All the recipes in there are vegan, but if you don't want to make them vegan, then don't. But right, they are all vegan, so feel free to join my page, my Facebook page, and make any recipe in there you want. Tweak it to your liking, because it's not set in stone anyway, which I have done, Erlena's done, we've both tweaked them. So feel free to tweak them to your liking. Try them out and see how you like them. You'd be surprised. You may like them anyway. You know, when I first became vegan, it was real difficult because I was so used to eating meat and eating cheese, drinking milk. And I thought, well, can I really do this? But you know, I kept at it and kept at it and kept at it. And now I can walk past the meat counter. I can walk past the cheese, and I don't, you're struggling. Well, you know, that's okay. You're going to struggle for a while. We're all going to struggle. Believe me, it was not easy for me either. I struggled at first too. But that just shows that we're human. We're going to struggle. But you'll get it in time. You just have to be persistent and just tell yourself, I'm not going to eat that stuff, you know. And Alexis, she's not vegan, but I do like to watch her Periscopes just the same. Because I think to myself, well, can I take and make what she's made and turn it into vegan? I probably could turn a lot of the stuff that she's made into vegan, because she uses eggs, and I can take flax meal and make flax eggs out of it, you know, or chia seeds. Yes, their health is most important. You're right. You're right. It does, doesn't it, Barnes? It really does. I know you'll be glad when you get back home again that you'll be able to eat the foods that you normally want to eat, because I know that, like I said, the hospital food isn't the greatest, and they may fix you something that you don't really like, you know, unless you can choose your own menu. Most of the time I think you allow you to, but once you get home and eat your own food, then it's going to be so much better, and you'll be able to make those recipes that you see on the websites and stuff, you know, because I love coming in here and making different things. It's so much fun. I have the most fun looking for recipes. So I'm going to be going in a little bit because I want to eat this sandwich because I haven't had my lunch yet. So I'm going to go and shut this off, and I'll be on again tomorrow. Just be waiting for me because I got my recipes all planned. So I'll come on tomorrow, but in the meantime, Barnes, you take good care of yourself, will you? And I hope you get out of the hospital real soon. So with that being said, everybody, I hope your day continues to go great, that you have a great and marvelous day. And until we meet again, take care, God bless, and bye-bye. You too. You all have a great